I think that climate risk speaks to the fact that people they talk about reducing their carbon footprint. They say how global warming is a bad thing, yet they still take those risks that people take every day with the environment. For instance, driving your car around town when there are obviously people that are going to the same place you are. Um, Turning the heat on in your house when you could use something like a space heater to heat your general vicinity. Just things that we do every day that we know are harming the environment, but we just try to take that chance that we obviously know will not make it better if it makes any change at all.
I am, I guess, really concerned because I feel like a lot of the problems that we're experiencing today are due to the climate and the changes in weather patterns and things like that. So um, we've had, like in some areas, extreme snow. We have a lot of flooding. Then there's areas where they're really dry, and like also in the Antarctic or the Arctica, the snow was melting, and there was a story I think not too long ago about how China Canal just goes straight through one of the straits or something like that. So for me, it's a very real issue, and I think it has a lot to do with the way that we as human beings live, and how now it's escalated to cataclysmic proportion, which means that we're endangering life all over the earth, animal life, human life, and that if we don't really take seriously a serious look at how we live and what we do, and think about how we can better respect the natural rhythms and patterns of the earth and the animals that we share it with, then not only will we become extinct, but we will also, which we have to some degree already been responsible for other species becoming extinct.
Last name Williams, first name Charlie. Climate risk, thoughts. Um, what is, you asked me like what is climate risk? It's like, to me, negative effects from pollution and carbon dioxide. And even beyond that, just water pollution, every type of pollution.
Okay. And my ideas on climate risks really start with the very visible changes that we see. Any adult can just quickly identify with the more rainy, cooler, or extremely cooler or extremely hotter summers. The way the weather has just been so different over from the last few years, or a few years of their lives. I'm 70 right now, so I can see how weather is really unusually difficult. Right here in the Midwest, I've seen times that I've talked to my relatives in Texas that it wasn't just hot, it was extremely hot. And but there have been some times, even so, as this summer here in Indianapolis, the weather was so mild, so unusually mild and cool. It was scary because it was so different. It felt good, but it was still scary.